I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we
explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. Rodgers call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself with that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On fourth down, here's Green Bay's third-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep is Tavon Austin. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their 38. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline? And then
rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
The tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
White.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
36-yard line.
The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record-tying 4 touchdown runs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. 21.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 38, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
7-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The kick by Crosby is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first.
49ers.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
6-0 our score after one.
Here we go.
8 yards to go on second down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Aaron Jones.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
The 49-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time, but you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flushed out right. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. Not much there, only a yard. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo, eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 56 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
Tackle made.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll get it up the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Stop short of.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Interesting, a chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on fourth down. On the sneak, Rodgers fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21, 21, 21, 21. Here we go. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. So Mike 42, Mike 42.
Garoppolo now. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him tape, watch him work. Can't relate, watch his skirt. After mud, after dirt, above the waters.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Tackled back at the 35.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On third down, here comes Mostert. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At the 42-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Where's Twins? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Like 42. Come on, baby, I'm coming, baby.
Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Check. Hawk 70. Back.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. So that'll back them up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Rush in.
Jackson, and able to haul it in is Kittle. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
49ers.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
29-yard line.
Check 4.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
The score, Niners 14, Packers 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
At the 30-yard.
Rodgers going to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This from 54 yards away.
4-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a third field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 29, Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. A big third down play there for the Niners. And even 60 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, come on, man.
They hand it off to Mostert. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. There's Garoppolo to throw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Niners 21. Packers 9.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And all the way down to the 35. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rodgers to throw once more. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27.
13. 12.
And he'll throw right away. Flush to his right. Incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Garoppolo on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Intercepted.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Niners 21, Packers 16.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 2 on the play.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Way to hustle, boy.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try it now with Mostert. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick,
the 49ers
tick,
20-yard
tick.
line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete to
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers to throw. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
24, 49ers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
3rd down and 6 yards.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Completes it to Samuel, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's Mostert. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Gold is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
17 yards. First down, Green Bay.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On 1st down, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? He'll find Aguara complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
A gain of 7.
His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Packers, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.